Happy Monday, everyone. And let's start by asking the question we love to ask each and every Monday here at Shop Talk. How do men and women like us who work hard at their jobs, are kind to their coworkers, and are always willing to go the extra mile, continue to find joy in their work, get recognized for their contribution, and start each and every Monday with more passion and purpose? That is the question, and this show will give you the answers. I'm Dr. Dawn, and welcome to the Monday Huddle. Now, if you're a first-time viewer, I'm the CEO and founder of Dr. Dawn's Shop Talk. And as we like to say here at Shop Talk, let's talk shop, shall we? In other words, let's talk about all those topics that we know can affect our success. And as a productivity coach, I am very passionate about this issue. I've created a powerful 4-step process to help you increase your productivity, your possibility, and potential. So be sure to check out our Taking Charge signature series on our website and book your free consultation today so you and I can get started right away in figuring out all the new strategies and ways that you can really start taking charge of your life at work and at home right now. Now, if you are new to Shop Talk, you may not know that we're also a little obsessed with the Monday, hence the Monday Huddle show. And the reason is because we know that if you start your Monday off on the right foot, it's going to really affect your whole life, both at work and at home, because you're going to start with more energy and more positivity. If you change your Monday, you could change your life, right? So be part of our Monday revolution by joining us for these episodes whenever you can on your lunch hour. And what I do is each and every week, pretty much, I'm going to give you free tips for the week. These are the same tips and topics that I talk about much more in depth with our Shop Talk clients. But I'm passionate enough about Monday that I want to share some of these tips with you. So like us, you can be part of that Monday revolution and have a much better work week, which we know is definitely going to spill over into your personal life, helping you have a better week at home too. All right, you guys. So in honor of spring, we've got a theme going on at Shop Talk for this month and also for next month. So in honor of March and April, it's all going to be about spring cleaning. Who doesn't love a great spring cleaning, right? Kind of dust off those cobwebs and get things looking shiny and pretty again. And spring is a perfect time to be thinking about that anyway, because it's a beautiful time of year. And spring is very symbolic. It represents rebirth, right? As you see those flowers blooming and those kinds of things. So what better time is there than to start thinking about spring cleaning a little differently and think about cleaning up some areas of your life that might be a little messy? Well, time management, I can tell you from working with clients and also when I was teaching, working with students and working with staff as a supervisor these many years, time management is something that a lot of people struggle. Young and old, it's something that all of us really could learn something new about. There's so many different ways to approach time. And in today's episode, I had kind of fun with the title, right? Stop wasting your time. You have more time than you think. It's a title that's been inspired by some of the experts out there in time management. And I am so passionate about time management because many, many years ago, when I first started working with staff and trying to help them kind of recreate their schedule and really looking at how much they were getting done or not done. And definitely when I was teaching, I wanted to help students that seemed to always be running late and always overwhelmed. So now 30 years later, after being in the world of education, training, and management, I can tell you I've got a lot of tips on how to help you manage your time better. Time is very elusive unless you think of it differently. It doesn't seem to really have any hard edges. It's hard to organize time, but not impossible, you guys. Now, with the Shop Talk clients, I go very much in depth with time management. It's actually one of those 4 powerful steps. It's one of the pillars in our Taking Charge system, and also it's one of the pillars in our career confidence boot camp. But for now, we're going to focus on one area of time that I think can really help you, and that is changing the way you look at time. Let's start with that. In other words, let's rethink the math. If you do one thing and one thing only, stop thinking about time in a 24-hour block. Just get rid of that idea, you guys. Eliminate it. The reason is if you think of time as a 24-hour day, you're already going to be overwhelmed. And you know why? Because if you are lucky enough to have a full-time job, and this day and age, right, how grateful should we all be if we're blessed enough to be working full-time? If you're working full-time, there's 40 hours minimum that you got to subtract from that work week, or 8 hours of your 24-hour day. If you subtract the number of hours we all should be getting for sleep, there's another 7 to 8 hours. So you already have subtracted 16 hours of your 24-hour day. Now, yeah, that's going to leave you with 8 hours. And when you think about an 8-hour workday, well, 8 hours does seem like a lot of time to have fun and run errands and do all the things you need to do. But sometimes it can be overwhelming to think about the fact that you only have 8 hours left to get everything done. So get rid of that, you guys, and instead start thinking about time blocking. When you time block, it's really helpful to think about 1 week. Okay? Don't think about 2 or 3 weeks. Don't try to plan things out that far ahead. Instead, just think about 1 week. So if you do the math there, you have 168 hours in a week. Now, if you do the same math we did a little while ago and take out those hours for work and for sleep, you still end up, you guys, with 72 hours. That's a lot of time. Think about it. If you were to take a vacation from work, then you're looking at almost 2 weeks of vacation time, right? Almost 2 weeks. So when you think about that, it's almost like a 2-for-1 special. So think about 72 hours. And yes, that does include everything you got to do, right? Going to the dry cleaners or, cooking dinner, helping your children with their homework. It does include everything, but it's a lot less overwhelming to think about the fact that each and every week you've got 72 hours that you could devote to everything else. So you definitely have time to carve out what you love to do. Now, hopefully your work is something you really love to do, right? Because if you love your work, you're never working a day in your life, as the saying goes. So there's lots of episodes that we'll cover about that. And with Shop Talk clients, we definitely talk about making any job your dream job. So we definitely want you to love what you do and be passionate about your work. But if you're not there yet, then thinking that you've got 72 hours to follow your passions is really, really exciting. All right, you guys. So again, let's change our mindset. Get rid of that 24 hours in a day and start thinking about 160 hours in a week. All right, you guys, that takes care of today's tip. Now, in our next Monday Huddle, we're going to talk about ways not to be late. And in fact, I'm going to share my favorite way. And if you follow this one tip, you will never be late again. So stay tuned for our next episode about time management. That'll be coming up soon. And you guys, remember that we absolutely love it when you show us some love on Shop Talk. So don't forget to show us some love on social media. Not only are we on YouTube and on Facebook, we're also on Instagram, LinkedIn, and on Twitter. So be sure to check us out. Don't forget to check out our website. We have a Monday Huddle blog there with lots of free tips, lots of previous episodes. So be sure to check that out as well. And also lots of free resources for you. All right, you guys, have a wonderful rest of your Monday. Stay safe out there. And don't forget to tune in, same time, same place, for your next episode of the Monday Huddle. Take care, everyone, and bye-bye.